Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to the Thaumaturge, where we are in trouble. The lad over here, he's also in trouble. And we need to wait for events to unfold. Someone will come and help us, right? I don't really trust Rasputin anymore, but Lygia's out there, Vonda's out there. We'll get some help.
You think he'll come back?
Our cellmate? I think so.
Pancratus is going to be so happy when he sees you.
Who's going to feed him now? Poor Pancratus. He'll starve to death. They're going to kill us here.
He's a pusscat. He will survive one way or the other.
Where are you from?
From here. I live with my grandfather in Praga. He fought in the January uprising. He raised me after my father died. I wanted to make him proud, and that's why I joined. Our faults.
Yep, my dad's brown bread.
My father is dead too.
Is he? Mine died of whooping cough. He worked in a factory and everyone got sick there. We're going to die here too.
A building fell on mine.
What a bourgeois way to die.
Didn't want to show off.
I had no intention of bragging.
You said what you said.
I did.
Even so, believe me, my life wasn't as much of a fairy tale as you'd imagine. My best friend's father was in debt to a dishonest loan shark, and we wanted to help. I think we were younger than you.
And what happened?
We went to see him with my father's gun, the one I carry with me.
And what? It went off.
The loan shark died on the spot. My father handed me some suitcases and a ticket and said never to come back.
So, he sorted it out. Sounds like a good father.
I don't know about that.
He was defending his reputation, so he got rid of me, and that was that. I didn't ask him for this.
Shulsky!
That's me.
Your turn.
See you.
How touching. Move your ass.
It's that guy from the beginning.
That was disappointing. Did you know him?
Well, that didn't go so well for him.
I see.
Really?
I can see you're still using it. I remember how it ended the story of a particular loan shark. And that sizable problem of yours, is it still following you?
Every time I think that there might be more going on in the story, like, I thought Konieczkin might be possibly on the side of the revolutionaries in some way. And then the game just straight up turns around and says, no, he's just a bastard. I keep overthinking the plot. But yeah, that problem of mine, you mean the golem? Could show up, it's hard to say.
In a moment, it might be a problem for us both if I mess around here too long.
Let's risk it. Tell me anything of value. Then, I'll be able to find a way to help you. I wouldn't want the dredges to pull you out of the Vistil afterward, like Svetlana Petrovna.
I think you're lying. You didn't find anything.
What were you doing in the church?
Let's be honest about that. We were just chilling.
I was praying to find my late father's grimoire. It's a good thing I don't do that often.
How did you get there?
How did we get there? We just strolled there, didn't we? Do we want to mention Rasputin? We could maybe deflect some of the blame onto him.
My friend didn't want to watch the exorcism alone. He's got weak nerves.
And is his name Rasputin? The corpse mentioned you know one another. Who is he?
Why do you care?
Why are you interested in some kind of pauper, a preacher?
I'd love to tell you, but you haven't behaved properly. So, we're finished here. Leave us alone.
This is like his last chance to reveal that he is actually a good guy. I mean, he straight up murdered someone, so he's not a good guy.
I don't need to introduce you two. Ready?
Further
I know
interrogation.
everything that I could read from his objects. What are you expecting?
Results. Find out what he did in the church and where his father's friends are.
As you wish, sir. Let's not drag this out.
Good to see you. We need to talk.
Let's talk, but I guarantee you won't like it. Greetings from inside your head. I intend to make myself at home here.
She might be upset because of the soiree. We should probably check.
Are you still mad at me about Veles?
We're not thinking about me now. You won't trick me here, and you won't escape either. Save your energy. Think about the church and who you were there with.
So we don't have Heart 6. Could we have got Heart 6 by this point? I'm not sure. We could just not hide Rasputin. Director thoughts to Simic. That's the boy, isn't it? It's not going to lead to trouble for him, is it? Might make him more sympathetic.
In the church, a young boy was undergoing an exorcism. But he wasn't possessed.
He was like us. He was a thaumaturge.
You helped him understand who he is. Well, I'll be damned. I thought you didn't know what sympathy was. Why didn't you show so much heart to Sophia Scowen?
So yeah, we'd like the heart to give a better answers to this, so I guess we'll just have to go with the one option we've got.
Her father hired me. Scowen promised my past would be forgotten and my sins wiped away.
So we both here for punishment.
I foresaw the gallows for you. Have you forgotten?
I don't intend to stay here that long. And you should neither.
What are you thinking about?
We could escape. We could be pals on the run.
Escape from here? Have you lost your mind? You've got nothing that would be worth such a risk.
We do know secrets.
Right. Think what we could do with knowledge like that.
End up on the gallows.
If we played badly.
All right,
All right. What?
let's get out of here. That's what you want, after all. I'll help you, but you're taking me with you.
What's the plan?
You know this place. How can we get out safely?
It's dawn. We'll just walk out through the main gate. A few soldiers shouldn't be a problem for you.
I'm not leaving here without my father's grimoire. I'm convinced Konieczkin has it.
That's right. It's in his study. 2 floors up. Just don't dawdle. Go. I'll hold Konieczkin here. But not for long, so hurry. Make it snappy. I can't hold him here long.
Cool. So we've got a regular grimoire and pistol back, I think. Yes. Find Father's grimoire. Up the stairs. That sounds like a good start. Could we, at this point, have put more points into heart? Yeah. If we hadn't been spreading out our points so much, we could have thrown some in there. And then thrown some in there, but that's more points than we've got by a mile, so we would have had to take fewer points in other things. Now, we're going up again. The Morning Gazette. Riots in front of the church. Rasputin delivered a fiery sermon. It led to a brawl, led to shots, led to riots. Nothing else going on around here, so up we go again. Probably shouldn't waste time. No, that's just a bathroom. What's going on in it, though? There is something to read. Scallon's biography. So he's the monstrous guy from the beginning. Yeah. And then here we've got...
I felt something. Where is it?
Let's see, what did we find? Stanislaus' file. Copies of our correspondence as well. Nothing else in this room. But in there we've got the grimoire, I guess. What else are we finding around? Samira's file. That's fine. And a teacup with lipstick on the rim. So she was somebody else. And she's changed her name. So we should bring those documents along to save her, I suppose. Lygia's file. With the chief's special request. A marriage of convenience. So he wants to marry Lygia, but all of her support network would need to be dismantled before she would consider this. Hopefully I can still touch the desk after this. I didn't realise this was...
What do you think of this, Father?
The grimoire. Have we got time to read it?
Let's see.
Maybe there's a message for us in there.
Shulsky, there's no time for reading.
I know.
I can't read this. It's like describing colors to a blind man. I don't get it.
Whatever you're mumbling, I don't care. We need to go.
Okay. Hopefully that hasn't
What
cost
happened?
us too much time.
The guard peeked inside this cell and everything fell apart. Konyechkin was furious. It'll take him a little while before he regains his composure, so let's not waste time. I'll lead us out of the gate, but what then?
My cellmates have confirmed their people are observing the Citadel. They'll pick us up.
Sounds like a plan.
It does. I'd like to get Janek out here, but yeah, we saw your files.
Sarah Rivkin, right? I saw your files. You like playing with fire?
I haven't been her for a long time. Did you hear what I said about escaping?
Let's get the boy out.
Before we leave, I'd like to grab one of my cellmates.
What? Have you lost it completely?
He's got a cat.
I promised.
You'll get lost here. I'll go. You secure the passage to the gate for us. Just wait for me there.
Okay.
I'll be waiting.
And now we do get to continue to rifle through his desk. Lygia's photograph. And then there's our file. Very well. Okhrana Archives. So Konyechkin wants to control everything. So it's only the threat of our arrest that led to Papa cooperating with the Okhrana. So it's our fault, basically, that everything occurred. I'm not terribly surprised by this news. Now, she's going to go and get the boy. It's our job to leave, but there's some guards in the way. Is that me? Yeah, it's me. So, how's this rumble going to play out? That guy at the back doesn't have a lot of focus, so let's see. He's going to mark us. He needs to be Upird. Upird, do you think? And then we could do our thing as well. Maybe slow him down so he doesn't get to mark us. Jolly good. These two are going to slash us though. And inflict bleeding upon us. Do either of them need Lelek? That guy does. So let's give this guy a bit of Lelek. And that'll protect us against states. And then we'll just break this guy's will. So we'll take a bit of damage, but that's all. And we've now got a fast attack this turn from one of our collaborators. He's only got 28. Our guy at the back here who needs to go down. But that's still too much for most of our Salvators to get the job done. So maybe we just knock this guy out and Morana just slow someone down, I guess. Who do you need? You need Velez or Krampus? What does Velez do with his slower attacks? Flicks damage. 50% chance that damage would be tripled. Yeah, maybe let's get some Velez on the go. See if we can't get 45 points of damage to that lad. And then we'll keep working on this one with a bit of diversion. Yes, we got the triple. So that's that guy down. This guy might get slowed, but nope. Okay. Quite alright. We will double his focus reduction. And then Lelek can continue to get him down. Now he attacks this turn. However, Morana can interrupt planned actions. Or potentially, what's he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's missing 5 points of focus already. So yeah. Oh yeah, it tells us the number right there. 40 damage. Might be 48 now though. Yeah. Wonderful. I guess it's just a case of making our way out now. Everything's locked except this door. And then downstairs might be the way. Oh no, it's telling us that upstairs is the way. Okay. So what's downstairs? Anything? Okay, nothing at all. Not even a path. Is Kniechkin going to be blocking the gate? Or is it just lads?
You, what are you doing here?
That's a very good question. Just went the wrong way, didn't I? Easy to get turned around this place.
I must have gotten lost. I'm sorry. Which way to the Citadel?
I see you're not from around here, gent. Grab him. And you, what are you grinning at? Grab the rest of those fuckers in the barracks.
Someone enjoyed my joke. You need Bukovac or Gollum. And you are attacking me this turn. Let's give you a howl. And then, what should we do? We could reduce your focus by 1 if we gave you a quick attack, because you will be suffering. But I'd like to try and slow you if we can. Reinforcements are on the way, that's okay. And we did slow you, fantastic. So you need Upir or Jin. So maybe you can have a bit of Upir. We can take a bleed. In fact, we could probably get rid of it. Lelek, would you like to transfer it right back onto that lad? Well, we knock this one out. And then we'll knock this one out. And here's 3 more. Very well, and you're all attacking this turn. 2 of you are moving towards the target, and you're marking people. Attack with Lelek or Morana to disable. And then attack with Velez or Krampus. Okay. So you there, let's start working on you. Yeah, we can probably prevent the mark, can't we, by using Deceptive Song. Although the fact we've distracted him works as well. Here they come. Creepy, creep, creep. And the one on the right does get to attack this turn. And they've got counter-attack. I think we'll keep reducing the focus of Lad at the back there. And then... Are we that worried about getting slashed a bit? Probably not. Let's get Upir to... Was it Upir? No, it's Veles. Let's get Veles to shut that guy down if we can. Good. Now, that guy has counter-attack for 3 rounds. Chap at the back wants to have a go. But we could reduce his focus and interrupt him. Or we could just kill him, couldn't we? Price of peace. Yeah, that's that lad out of the picture. And then I guess we will start working on this one with a bit of torture. So that guy now has just got 2. And we could just... He's not attacking us this turn, it's his mate who is. But yeah, we will divert this guy. And we protect ourselves from any bleeds that might be coming our way. So that guy's going down. What's he going down to? Lelek will get the job done. And we can start working on that guy's focus a bit more. Gets in a counter-attack. It's no biggie. Lelek can transfer that straight back to him, that bleeding that we've just acquired. And then we could just jab him in the face or something like that, really. But this will definitely slow him. So let's drop that on him as well. Although actually we're breaking him anyway, aren't we? So wasn't entirely necessary. Let's give him the old 1-2. It's the boy.
So, have you mastered whistling?
That's how you do it.
Simple as that. I've never mastered it.
Come on, folks.
Looks like we're on the run.
Vanda! I'm so glad to see you.
What about Mihal?
No, Mihal.
And her?
She's with us. She's cool.
Thanks to me, the rest got out.
Move.
Kniechkin's not happy.
Please, come in. No one should be alone at a time like this.
Emir, they killed Mihal.
He is not altogether lost, remember.
I'm going to see Burke. The rest should know. Come on, Yannick.
Yeah, go see your cat, Yannick.
The famous Madame Samira has honored my humble abode.
Thank you for taking us in.
You must be exhausted. Please go ahead to your rooms upstairs. I'll join you in a moment.
Are you coming?
I'll join you in a moment.
I'll be there in a moment.
Not going to miss an opportunity to poke around, am I? Pistol bullets from someone's body? Yeah, he's not a picky doctor. He will help anyone who needs it. Patient charts. Refused payment. Sick child refused payment. Only 2 rubles to sort out a gash. That's fair enough. And then gynecological went to Anna for a consultation. He's a good doctor. A better doctor than most in this city, it seems. Nothing else going on at front of house, so I guess we'll head upstairs. Home medicine chest. So he's not fussed about how his medicine works, just so long as it works. A scientific brochure. Inheriting the talent for thaumaturgy. Okay, so it's believed for a while that it could only be inherited by certain lines of the family, but that appears to have been disproven. Let's get this on the go. Gymnopedie. And there we go, we got a Chivo for it. What else are we noticing? Letters. A letter from Anna, it seems. So she's practicing medicine, despite the prejudice that she faces. And we got a book about various rituals. Muslim prayers. So yeah, a mix of traditional faith healing and modern science. Whatever gets people healed.
Please, make yourselves at home. The tea is brewing and it will do us all good. Madame must be the thaumaturge Victor told me about.
Did I mention that?
For the time being, I'll assume we all have good intentions.
As for me, you have nothing to worry about, sir.
I do trust her at this stage.
I trust her.
That's enough for me. Let's not waste time. Do not mistake this somber moment for one of peace. This isn't the calm before the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. Time is scarce, the risk is great, and the consequences will be irreversible. I trust you've got the Black Grimoire already?
I do.
I got my father's grimoire back. It was where we both expected it to be.
Have you studied it yet?
I certainly tried.
I've browsed through it. My father somehow managed to conceal the meaning behind written words. I can feel that it's there, but it keeps slipping away.
I think the combination of our powers might solve your problem.
Can you tell me what we're talking about exactly?
Before he died, Stanisław Szulski created a hypothesis upon which he tried to use the full potential of thaumaturge's mental bond.
You mean peeking inside each other's heads? That is not arcane knowledge.
Szulski believed that connected thaumaturges could share their powers.
It's still just a hypothesis. How can we verify it?
By trying it.
Only through an experiment, I presume.
Let's not waste any more time. What else do we need to form such a pact?
First of all, a fourth member. The other one you mentioned. Who is that?
The only one that comes to mind is Ariel Rofe.
He crossed my mind too. Do you think he could be useful with the reputation he has? He hasn't shown up at the Ruzhitz much lately.
He does kind of hate me. How do you know him?
Do you know him well?
Not personally. People talk about him in the neighborhood. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Don't give it too much thought. Needless trouble.
Do you know where I could find him, if not at the bazaar?
I know he used to live somewhere in the heart of Mirov. Maybe there.
The bazaar, thaumaturge.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll bring him here. At least I'll try.
There's also the question of that Rasputin.
Yeah, he has hung me out to dry, I feel. I'm not sure I trust him anymore.
After what happened at the church in Praga, I won't have anything to do with him anymore.
But he's been in your head. We don't know what kind of knowledge he might have gained there.
How do you think I should resolve this situation?
It would be most imprudent to let such suspicious people inside your mind for too long. Any carelessness may cost all of us dearly. If you're still bound to him somehow, I'm afraid you'll have to end it.
Yes. Tell him it's not him, it's you, and so on. Remember, this is no longer a question of only your noggin.
Madame, the tea is ready. I have to go down now. Good luck, Victor.
Would they be using the word noggin in Warsaw? Act 3. It is time. We completed the quest, something ends, something begins. And we've got a 4th for bridge. And we've also got at the crossroads. Do we need to do both? We should find out more about the nature of our bond.
Did you come to check on me?
Would that be wrong?
Your resistance girlfriend won't mind. It's a rhetorical question.
Why did you run away with us?
What actually convinced you to run away with me?
A woman without secrets becomes vulnerable.
Let me guess.
Surprise me.
What are we going to guess? I mean, she wanted freedom from Konieczkin.
I think I was the perfect opportunity to get off Konieczkin's leash.
I wouldn't call it a leash. Rather, an entanglement.
Am I right?
Perhaps.
Now, about who you used to be.
Who is Sarah Rivkin?
You saw my files at Konieczkin's. Sarah Rivkin is none of your business.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have any other personal questions?
I think she likes our friend, the doctor, so no, I think I'm good.
I'll come back later.
Sure.
So let's see what life is now like in the city. Martial law? Thanks, Chivo. Peasant riots. Preacher Grigory Rasputin arrived in Warsaw. Known for his St. Petersburg controversies. So, there's his study. There's his apartment. I guess we don't need to go into either of those right now. So we can stroll around a bit, and we might just get into a bunch of fights with soldiers. If martial law's on the go. There's one.
Vaše dokumenty.
Pardon?
What don't you understand? Documents.
What is it? Can't one take a walk anymore?
Yet. Not with that book. Documents. I won't say it again.
Am I going to have to fight you?
Ryadovoy Streltsov. I'll take over. Documents, or are you deaf? Show them to me and you can be on your way.
Why did you take over when you're just going to literally say the same thing? I don't think we want to share any documents with this man.
No.
Yet? I'll teach you to respect the uniform.
I don't respect the uniform. Now, what are these going to do? Ah, their actions are hindered, but not their timings by the look of it. So this lad in the middle's going first. They've got quite a bit of health now. They're getting a bit bulky, these lads. Maybe that's fine. We will suffer this lad. And then maybe we can start working on his focus as well. If he's going first, he'll be going first in future rounds as well. So he seems like a good one to start on. And then he's going to clonk me. Yeah, he is. That's done. But let's bash him again with a bit of that. And then, let's see. What's he got? Team counterattack. Don't like that. Veles or Krampus on that lad. Do the old reliable Veles attack. Although everyone might now be attacking me this turn. But we've interrupted one of them, so that helps. And then we can go for enough focus reduction to get that guy down. And then Upir could break this guy a bit. Is it really necessary? Oh no, that requires Dimension Force 6 to disable. Heart 6. So we can't make that guy... We can't give that guy negative states and whatnot. So be it. Now, who's attacking me this turn? Middle guy. And middle guy is going to get broken down, so he's not actually attacking us this turn at all. So Morana could start work on our next opponent. And we can knock this guy out. Whilst, let's see. Actually, maybe Morana goes first. And she can slow everyone. Then we'll knock this guy out. And now we need to start taking down this guy's focus pretty soon. 2 turns, we can interrupt him before he attacks again though. Morana to the rescue. And then, yeah, that'll break his will. Although maybe we should have fired our attack off at the other guy. I'm not sure. Either way. 40 to 42 isn't enough to finish this guy off, but it's close. And then we've got a fast action, so maybe Golem can get involved? Although, yeah, those aren't doing extra damage or anything. Shen, why not? So, he's close to down, and we get to attack before he does. So we could give that guy a little jab jab. This guy is going to attack us soon, but Morana can slow him or interrupt him. %50 chance to reduce focus by 2 more? Why not? Okay, that failed. Let's just keep slowing him with Morana, I guess. And give him a jab. And then knock him out. Definitely bigger numbers on these enemies in Act 3.
Visuma socially. A little patience and I would have dealt with it. What am I to do with them now?
Some advice for you, pal.
You can finish them off. We'll have one less problem to worry about.
Wonderful idea. I won't take you up on it, though. I don't know what Rasputin sees in you.
Oh.
This is not a good time for Thaumaturgus. Skawans put out a warrant on all of you. What are you doing here?
So this is the guy who was the army officer who was hanging out with Rasputin back at the base, back at his house in the cemetery district. What are you doing here, friend?
You'd better tell me what you're doing here. I don't think your being here is a coincidence.
There are no coincidences in Rasputin's plan. I was looking for you, and I found you. He needs you. Now.
Let's go see him then.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit.
You won't find him on Povonskovskaya anymore. Go to Povishle and find a brothel. There, among his lesser brothers and sisters, Rasputin puts his will into action.
I bet he does. A wanted poster.
Intriguing.
We'll take that. So yeah, I'd completely forgotten that this guy was one of Rasputin's followers. If I'd remembered that, maybe I wouldn't have had to go through that rumble. But I do like XP. So I don't mind having a fight. Now, what's next? There's a carriage. Is there anything else to do in this part of town? Are these points of interest new, or are they... They're probably old ones, aren't they? Yeah, the market's locked up. Go to Burke's, perhaps. Is that a smart idea? Pusscat's still there. That's the main thing. Ah, Vonda's here. You alright, chick?
Wanda.
Did you come to lecture me about not doing anything stupid?
I didn't come to lecture anyone.
I'm really sorry about your loss.
Do you feel better now?
A little bit.
You managed to get out, and Michał stayed there.
You'd rather have it the other way around? Look after yourself. I hope you thought it through.
I'll take care of everything. I promise.
Yeah, she is not a happy woman right now. But the cat's doing alright. So I guess we should make our way straight to Rasputin at this point. Port Praga's locked off. Praga is as well. Most areas are locked off, it seems. We've got 3 others that we can go to. And we should keep an eye out for wanted posters, because I'm pretty sure there's a chief for finding them all and removing them. Is it going to be like 1 per area? So we're looking for like 4 of them or something like that? I'm not sure. Are we going to run into more soldiers if we just thoroughly comb the area? Maybe. Do I mind running into more soldiers and getting into more rumbles? Absolutely not. They might not have bothered putting a poster up here in Powiśle because they'd rather just pretend that the district doesn't exist. Now, how are we going to play it with Rasputin? Ooh, is that a poster? Okay, there is another one.
The things people come up with.
We'll take that. Yeah. Let's maybe go in with an air of righteous anger about our person. And then we've got an excuse for not letting him into our head, maybe. What have we here? Journalist's notes. So, journos have been chatting to Rasputin. They are thoroughly engaged with his cult of personality. Daily Courier. A miracle worker or a charlatan? Married at 19, begat 4 children. Lived as a hermit, wandering from village to village. He went to St. Petersburg where his chasteness and sincerity of faith were not well received. He was supposed to passionately indulge in debauchery rather than prayer. He was chased out of St. Petersburg. So he's been lying to them, basically, if he's been telling them that he's chaste. Because we know that's absolutely not the case. Bottle of wine. And what have we around here? Pieces of bread. So yeah, he's definitely setting up a scene for the journos. Making it clear to everyone that he's nice to the common folk. Saltpeter. Who's making explosives then? And a blood-stained carpet. Laced with a thread of progressing insanity. And that's the lady from the cemetery district? Has she murdered her husband and shoved him in a carpet? Right, Rasputin, spill the beans.
You made it, my friend. Wonderful.
Would have made it quicker if you hadn't got me jailed.
About what happened in the church. Did you get what you'd hoped for?
Yes, although bloodshed was not part of my plan. But apparently, such was God's will. But I'm sure that the news of that boy's miraculous recovery has reached the right ears. Time will tell, of course.
How did you get out of the church?
How did you get out of there?
What about you?
I got arrested.
The military gave me a ride. Why didn't you help me when they locked me up in the Citadel?
God is my witness. Did I not send Lazarev to find you? Did they ask you anything during your captivity?
They did.
I didn't say anything against you, if that's what worries you.
It's good to know I can still count on your loyalty.
About
it's
that.
Good that you're here. That God guided you to me again.
What's the occasion? Do you want to thank me for something again?
Not today. Today, all of you gathered at this table are equally important. I want to celebrate you with this humble supper. I hope you'll join us.
Saw a journo.
Did you invite the press?
My sermon must have made quite an impression on her. good.
And the supper?
Tell me more about this occasion.
What do you want to know?
All looks a bit Last Supper to me.
A discerning thaumaturge would notice that your supper resembles the Last Supper, the one from the Bible.
A supper like any other. There is a host, his guests, food, and drink. I believe this meal will not be my last.
Why here?
The corner near the brothel. It was cozier at the Nadarzyńskis.
But today, we wouldn't all fit. Look around and see how many believers we've gained.
Are you saying that they were attracted by the miracle at the church?
Of course, and a brothel is as good a place as any other. Better even. Here, lust trumps propriety, and nakedness is a symbol of truth. We're celebrating truth here today. Truth in community.
And why are we doing this?
You went to a lot of trouble to prepare this supper. To what purpose?
I wanted to meet, to talk, to show my gratitude to those of you who have persevered on the path of truth, and stand with me, despite adversity. Bless you.
That will do.
So, will you join us now?
Very well. I don't think I've got a lot of choice.
All right, I'll stay. And what do you plan to do after supper?
God created a world and placed a beautiful garden within it in the east. Then, he placed a man there. The plan is for us to meet in paradise as well, because there we will get that which we deserve, my friend. No more, no less. Do you recall our conversation over your father's grave, when I asked who you feel you are?
Yes, I replied that I am defined by thaumaturgy.
And I promised you all of the Empire's thaumaturgic knowledge. And it will be so. So help me God.
About the coterie.
I've come to you with a certain matter.
Speak. You are among friends.
I was approached by certain people. They want my help in reviving one of my father's concepts.
I understand. I know how much thaumaturgy means to you. What is it that you expect from me? Should I be afraid of something?
Afraid that I'm saying, see you later, Rasputin.
This is goodbye for us, Grigori. We've had our moments, but now I want to go my own way. We have different visions for the future. I will work on accomplishing mine with other thaumaturges.
Thank you for your honesty. I have been very eager to eat this Passover meal with you before my suffering begins. Wait a minute, my friend. I will be with you shortly. I still want to show you something before you leave for good. And Victor, I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he.
Is this to do with the carpet full of blood? Or the saltpeter. That made me jump.
Water! People, give me water!
Is he dead? Oh, God. He is dead!
I've got you. It's okay. Is this what death is like? An infinite void?
Well, I'm upset by this turn of events. Decide what to do next. How can we do this? What have we found there? Something on the ground, although it's hard to see exactly what it may be. Oh, hello. Bit of light there, but still not sure. I guess I could, yeah, use my perception. That might help.
Where am I?
There we
Is
go.
This hell? Well, I could have seen it coming.
I suppose if it is, we can meet Papa again.
I'm telling Mom, all you thaumaturges are crazy.
Yeah, she's got us there. Now, did that open a path in that direction, or over here? Flights of stairs.
And the teacher said, Victor, is the rat here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect.
Well, that one opened up a pit of hell by the look of it.
You'll put me in an early grave.
Here we are. Now, where exactly is here? Is it Father's office again?
This is the end. You've lost. Did you not hear what I said? This is the end.
We have been waiting to chat to you for a while.
I was wondering where you'd bother me again.
You needed me, so here I am. It is time for the trial.
What trial? Is this some sort of court?
Balbarath?
Balbarit.
Yes. A trial over the conscience of Viktor Shulsky.
Of what do I stand accused?
And what weighs on your conscience?
All sorts of things. I'm worried about Ligia.
Your twin sister. Despite not having your power, she was only ever kind to you in this cruel world. She was genuinely happy to have you come back to her. She was alone here, you know.
Yeah, we're attached to her.
That's very noble of you. But is there room for a caring sister in your plans for the future? I don't think so. Soon you will be left alone again. And in time, no one will remember you.
So we could order the end of the trial at this point. We've got the stats for it. I'm not sure what it will do. But the fact that it requires word 7 means that it requires a bit of effort to be able to do it, so I kind of want to do it.
Enough. Starting now, we're doing things my way. Release me.
You're in charge here, remember? If you wish to skip the trial, it will be so. Are you ready to hear the verdict?
Yes.
I want to hear the verdict.
What do you think the trial has revealed?
That I'm a great guy.
The fact that I can bend the rules of any game because I'm a thaumaturge.
And you think that's the way it should be?
Yes.
Yes. I would be a fool if I didn't live up to my potential. It's what makes me special.
The verdict is guilty. Guilty of self-involvement, suppressing his conscience, and breaking others at will.
I don't know about that. How do I appeal?
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
This cannot end like this.
And it won't end until you begin on one of the paths. This is the only way you can atone for your transgressions.
Are you talking about Rasputin and the coterie?
There may be other paths available. Which one do you prefer?
What other paths are we chatting about?
What do you want to tell me?
That you can reach the world, following paths less trodden. Does it surprise you? After all, you can play against the rules. But now, focus on what's in front of you. So?
The coterie is more my thing, I think.
Why the coterie?
Because they're not Rasputin. He's a dodgy man.
It's enough for me that they're not Rasputin. I'm not expecting similar charlatanism from them.
So, you accept everything that was meant for you, and you will use it as you see fit. Are you happy with events taking this course?
Yes. I think so.
Yes, I want this.
So, remember what it is you're feeling now, when the time for the trial comes.
And you? What would you do in my place?
I died beneath that tenement house. What you see is an embodiment of your pride, conscious or doubts. Those are the things you're arguing with. Don't. You are your own worst enemy. Go now.
Well, I don't know how that's changed the course of events. But it probably has, in some fashion. Now, where are we?
Let's meet in paradise, the garden near the fountain. Satan has asked to sift all of you as wheat, but I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail.
Let's examine this letter. It seems to be from old Grigori once again.
I have an idea who the author is, but I don't know how it's possible.
He's a charlatan.
I have no idea where to look for this paradise and garden.
Green Square? Maybe?
I'll think about this later.
Now, where are we exactly? We're at home. Large number of people gathered outside the brothel for the feast. A bomb exploded in the building. Rasputin disappeared in the flames. Very well. Yeah, we seem to be at home. Should probably have a chat with old Lygia if she's around and about. But that is going to have to wait until next time. So until then, thanks for watching, friends.